Instagram is an S tier. If you have a consumer goods brand, whether it's a drink or anything that people can consume, you can post photos, carousels, videos, UGC, everything you can do on Instagram, you have to use this tool.
TikTok,
I would say that's also an S tier. You could use TikTok Shop. There's so many different ways you can go viral as long as you can stay consistent and post a lot.
YouTube,
I would say that's an A tier. That's pretty underrated for a lot of consumer goods brands to have a YouTube channel. It is a bit difficult. You need to find a good way to interact with your product, but if it's done well, you can do a lot of cool things on YouTube.
LinkedIn,
if you're the founder, it's probably an A, but for the actual brand itself, I would say that's probably a B. Just make sure you're consistent so that when people are trying to apply to your company, people will see that it's actually a thing.
Facebook,
honestly, I would say that's a B too. Like there's a lot of customers that can be there, and honestly, it could be one of the most under-leveraged channels that you can do.
X/Twitter,
X and Twitter, depending on what kind of brand you are, but I would say that's an A. If you know how to communicate in their language, I'd start a community there. I think that's a good tool.
Threads,
I would say that's a B because you can still make a community up there.
Pinterest,
I would say that's a D to a C maybe, depending on what kind of brand you are. It might make sense, but for most brands and majority of them, probably you don't need to.
Substack,
I would say that's a C too because it takes a lot of work to do it, but if you already have a community, you have a big email list, might be a really interesting way and interesting play to kind of engage your community.